All girls and all boys schools are popular tropes on television, and some parts of the world are all about them, but a new study says that they're not all they're cracked up to be. Hello there, boys and girls. I'm Trace, and this is D-News. Single-sex education is the act of segregating girls and boys supposedly to increase students' achievement and academic interest. It's grown in popularity in the U.S. since the passing of No Child Left Behind, and according to the National Association for Single-Sex Public Education, about a dozen schools offered single-sex classes in 2002, and now there are more than 500. Aside from the claim that boys and girls are sexually distracted by the other's presence, proponents say boys are loud and disruptive, and they require more discipline and competition, while girls are impaired by stressful learning environments and need a gentler touch. But opponents of single-sex education cite studies showing it does not improve education and facilitates sex stereotyping. A new study funded by the National Science Foundation in this month's Psychological Bulletin says advantages of single-sex education are trivial and in many cases non-existent. The study looked at more than 1.6 million kindergarten to 12th grade students in 21 countries from 1968 until 2012. This study is a beast. The researchers examined students' performance and attitudes in both single-sex and co-ed classrooms regarding math, science, and verbal skills. No statistical differences. They looked at attitudes about their school, sex stereotyping, aggression, victimization, and body image. Still, no differences. In fact, according to their findings, there's no girl power effect either. Some proponents of single-sex education believe when boys are removed from a classroom, girls will then thrive in male-dominated subjects like math and science. But this says no. Now the ACLU, the American Psychological Association, the U.S. Department of Education, and other big players are all stepping in with research saying the single-sex education system promotes sexism and stereotyping. Not STEM education for girls or arts and writing education for boys, which is two of the goals. There's still more research that needs to be done on low-income and ethnic minority education, the researcher said, but in terms of male-female segregation, there's no scientific basis for that. Mostly the benefits of a single-sex education have more to do with its propensity to also be a private or charter school education. Higher levels of one-on-one interaction, smaller class sizes, and more focused student bodies will be better performing students, regardless of a co-ed or single-sex population. I feel like this needs to be expanded into college level. There are lots of single-sex universities and colleges who promote the girl power ideas and also the making men ideas. I'd love to see us explore their real-world social education, as well as their academic learning. A study in Saudi Arabia, where single-sex education is the norm at university level, found their system fails to prepare its female students for the global labor market. And another in the United Kingdom from the 70s found co-ed programs prepare students for adult life where sex segregation doesn't exist. It would seem girls being sugar, spice, and everything nice, and boys being slugs and snails and puppy dogs' tails is a cute rhyme, but it doesn't play in the classroom. Girls and boys have some differences, but there are way more overlaps and similarities. But what do you think of single-sex education? Maybe you went to a single-sex school. Why don't you tell us your experiences in the egalitarian comments box down below, and subscribe for more D-News.